ABC, TC Kirkham, the Kirkham Report. This guy popped up in my sidebar the other day, and I'm like, oh, I don't know him. I'm going to go watch his stuff, and I loved it, and he had some questions he wanted answered. So this is my answers to the questions posted by 6 a.m. About a week ago. He has some interesting questions he was asking the vinyl community. Love his channel. If you haven't seen his channel, I'll have a link in the show notes. He's got over 1,000 subscribers, so he's not doing too bad. He doesn't appear on camera. It's just him and his music and showing off stuff, and it's very cool, and so go check it out. In any case, he asked 10 very interesting questions, all of which have more to do with you than they do your channel. So here we go. Question number 1, how did you come up with the name of your channel? Well, my channel is called TKR Video Central. The TKR in TKR Video Central stands for the Kirkham Report. I started my own charts when I was in between my sophomore and junior year, or between my freshman and sophomore year in high school in 1978, and it was called the Kirkham Report, and so it's just a natural progression. My main show on Saturdays is called the Kirkham Report, and the new charts that are coming will be called the Kirkham Report. So TKR is for Kirkham Report, and Video Central is because it's where I put my videos. So that's how I got the name of my channel. Number 2, what do you film your videos on? I have a Logitech Brio 1080p webcam. I know there's other great stuff out there, but I don't have the money to get some of the really expensive cameras. The Brio was $200 as it was, so that was. I had an Alk, and I'm going to do set up so I can do camera switching eventually. And I had a video camera that hooked up to the computer for a while, but the Brio's been here for about a year, and I love it. It has great quality, and I use a different sound. I don't use the microphone on it. I use my own microphones and mixer and stuff, so it comes out sounding pretty cool. Number 3, do you edit your videos or just post the whole thing? Depends on the video. I edit my shows. The Kirkham Report is an edited show. It has ads in it and slider, bumpers and stuff. On my regular videos, like other shows, I will edit out things that I either said that I screwed up or that I suddenly think might be controversial. But usually on stuff like this, I just, I don't really edit these. I just put the beginning and the ending of it and put the video up as it is. It depends on the video I'm doing, and it depends on how many bloopers I make. If I make it right at the beginning, I usually just cut it and start over. If it's in the middle, I'll try to mark it and stop. And especially on the shows that I do on a regular basis, which are Rank This and Vinyl Recall and Influencers, I will stop talking and leave it so I can have a gap where I know where to edit, because I know I needed to edit something there. Either I made a mistake or I needed to update something. So it all depends. I edit, of course I don't do, some of the videos I do, I don't appear on camera on, like the Radio Retro. That's me editing music and footage together, so yeah, I don't. It all depends. Number 4, when did you start collecting records and why? I've always loved music. I've talked about this on other shows. My mother was a music fan. She bought me my first records and my first record player when I was 3. Little kitty GE blue, sky blue, powder blue kitty turntable with a bunch of Cricket 78s for kids, and Golden Records 78s. And I loved those. And I loved listening to the radio with my mom. My mom was always playing stuff on our stereo. So I started collecting at a very early age. When I started taking shots every 6 weeks to battle an immune deficiency, I was taking gamma globulin shots for 2 years every 6 weeks. And the whole deal was, if I got a shot, I didn't cry, I would get a record. So that's how it started collecting. I don't think I have any of those left from back then, but that's how I got into it. And I mean, look at the albums back here in the 45s, and Number 5, do you consider yourself an audiophile? No, I like good sound, but I'm in it for the music. To me, it's the song that's the most important. The sound quality is second. I'm not a MoFi person. I know a lot of people swear by them. They say they sound excellent. But I live in an apartment. I listen primarily on headphones. I don't really have the space to do a lot of stuff. So, and a lot of the good stuff is way expensive. And that actually plays into number 6. What is your current vinyl setup? I have a Sony turntable and a Sony preamp and tuner and amplifier. I have Marantz equipment in storage. Really nice stuff from the early 80s. It's still in excellent shape. But I don't know where it is in the storeroom. We have a 10-foot by 10-foot, and it is jam-packed. I did not want to take the time to find it. So I bought a new Sony turntable, a Bluetooth turntable, actually, so I can record stuff, and the preamp. I also have a JVC dual cassette deck and a ASUS Blu-ray drive on my computer that I rip CDs from. So I have, just a little bit of everything there. Number 7, what does your family think of your channel? My wife is cool with it. She's done it a couple of times. She doesn't watch a lot of it. She likes to watch the music stuff, but she hasn't watched all my shows. That's fine, I think. What is the one record you wish you sold, you wish you hadn't? What is this sell my records stuff? Sell your records? Why would you ever sell your records? I am a collector. I don't purge. I don't sell. Now, there'll be an exception in the near future. I have a ton of 45s that I've gotten that are duplicates from Don and Mary on my various auction post purchases. So I probably will sell them if they're not different pressings. But that's it. I don't sell records. That's just, I don't care. I mean, I have some stuff in my collection that's worth $400 or $500. I'm not selling that. Even though I don't listen to it that much. It's the Donnie and Joe Emerson album. I knew a guy who played in their band, so that's sentimental to me. I'm not selling that. Number 9, has anyone recognized you in the real world? Yes, but not from the Kirkham Report. My wife and I did a show for years, and it is going to come back on YouTube eventually, a movie podcast called Subject Cinema. It ran from 2006 to 2021. Early on, we were covering our local theater, which is no longer there. They tore it down. Our local theater was having B-movie double features every week. And one of our listeners who lives in California and who was an airline pilot was in the area visiting family and stopped by to take in the show with us. And we walk in, TC, look up, and it's Darren. I'm like, you're from California. What are you doing in Revere, Massachusetts? That was very cool. We had a lot of fun doing that. I've gotten recognized a few other times from my work when I was with DiscJockey.com, but nothing serious. And I've never been recognized for the Kirkham Report. So one of these days, I don't go out to record stores. Maybe I will if I go to a record store. I don't know, but that much. But the kind of, I do different types of music, so the chances of it happening, not good, but we'll see. And number 10, what was the worst comment you've ever received? I've never received really negative comments. Not here. I have on other shows, but on TKR, most of it, the worst things I get are the occasional attempt to, push porn channels. I get rid of those the immediate minute they show up. Nobody's ever been exceptionally cruel or unkind. Nobody has ever been obnoxious about a mistake I've made. I always appreciate it when my listeners point out goofs. Richard McCook, my good friend from the UK, pointed out that I made a grievous error on Tone Scott a few months ago. And Tone himself pointed it out because I was unaware of him. I had heard that he'd only been in the VC for a few months, but he'd been in the VC for 10 years. So I immediately corrected that. And I'm grateful that he continues to listen to my show after that grievous error. But I've never had anything really negative, and I really appreciate that. I don't go in for drama, and hopefully it'll never happen. But if it does, I'll send Kim to deal with it. So those are my 10 answers to your questions, sir. Enjoy your channel. I hope everybody will check it out. It is 6 a.m. on YouTube. And that's pretty much it for the Kirkham Report. I'm TC Kirkham. Ciao, baby.